Hello everyone. So today's Tuesday, and what a day this is going to be, and tomorrow is even better. So welcome to the Smart Investor. I'm here to educate you, right? So I'm here to help you. I want to help you understand what's happening so you can make better investment decision. I'm not here to predict the market, and I'm not here to kind of tell you what this is going to happen or that's going to happen, and buy this stock to make millions of dollars. This is not the point. You need to be informed before you make any decision. You need to understand what's happening. Don't try to predict the market, try to understand the market. And right now, for you to make money, for you to realize what's happening, depending if you're for the short term or the long term. If you're the short term, well, the way you could benefit is, babe, frankly, there's going to be lots of volatility. Why? Today. What happened today? Today, the market, this morning, there was some news about retail sales. And retail sales were plus 0.1%. I know it's a small number, but hear me out here. And at the end of the day, the other one, the actual number was minus 0.3%. What does that mean for you? Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, because what I'm about to tell you should make a big difference for you. First, how do I take advantage of this market? The way you take advantage of this market is that you basically tell me that you're going to invest for the short term. Fine. In that case, take advantage of the volatility. You want to go short and you want to go long at the same time, because today and tomorrow things are moving out. This morning we're doing great. We're reaching new high, and then why? Because they were expecting lots of cuts in the market. But then guess what happened? The retail sales number came up earlier in the morning, and then they start digesting additional information, and they realize, you know what? Maybe there's going to be a soft landing. If there is going to be a soft landing, I don't need to cut rates that much. I'm going to maybe do a 25 basis points. Remember, the market is like a child. The market wants some heavy cuts. The market wants 75, 50, 100 basis points, believe it or not. And if it's not going to get it, it's going to get pretty pissed. If it gets 25, it's going to say, and that's what it looks like. You know why? Because the retail number came out and they were okay. So we're not in a recession. We are soft landing. So it's going to take some while to reduce the rates. Please keep in mind also something that is very important is the fact that we are in an election year. If you're the Democrats, do you want to give the impression that you're having a problem with the economy? No. Therefore, I don't lower the rates that much. Don't expect a lot of cuts. Now, of course, is it bad for your investment? I don't know. If you buy a puts, an option put, and you're disappointed tomorrow morning, guess what? You execute because you're going to do well. I mean, some of those, we were up 5-10% in one day. The 2025 option on the SPY was up as much to 5-10% today. So you can make 10% in one day. Take advantage of the situation. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out. And the way I'm helping you out is I'm telling you, take advantage of situation when you have small stocks, when you have that much volatility. What does it really mean? Well, basically, if you buy a call and the stock goes up, you make money. And then if it goes and the option goes down, you're going to make money. Why is this happening? Well, because we're dealing with options. It's very volatile, so be careful. So the way you could play the market is you play through the SPY. That is a short way of making money. Now, if you want to go for the longer run, then because we're expecting, and this is probably most of you, because we're expecting rates to go down, right? That means that smaller companies are going to do well. Why do I say that? I say that because so far the Magnificent has sucked all of the energy in the room for the longest time. Talking Amazon and Apple and all these guys. I think this is done. That's enough. Why don't we take a look at the small stocks? They're doing so much more better, the small stocks, than the large stocks. Why are they doing better? Because they're going to do better with lower rate environment. There's going to be a lower rate environment. They are going to lower rates. The point is how fast. Now, right now, everybody's like, nervous. So there's obviously some short-term money to be made here. But then long term, as the rates start going down, because they're going to have to, after the election and all that, everything will be passed, then obviously the market is going to go up. The market can only go up at this point. Why? They don't want a crash in the stock market. And the Fed has the power of the purse. In fact, right? If the markets tomorrow, the Fed wants to have a great stock market, they just bring these rates down. Now, of course, they're going to panic for a while. Oh my God, there's a recession. But this is soft landing talk that I hear more and more. So we're more on the soft landing side than on the recession side. The problem is now the markets say, well, I'm still not happy because now you're not going to lower rates. Before, when he was going to lower rates and they say, well, you lower rates because it's a recession, I'm still unhappy. The market is like a child, like I told you. You got to be very careful. This child is managing this process, and you could go either way here, depending on how they read the market. How do they read the market? If they read it incorrectly, you're gonna have a problem. Okay. So the way we do it right now, we do short-term liquidity for you, short-term volatility through the options market. Again, take a look at my Patreon channel for the trades that I'm putting on, so you're aware what's going on. Second, let's go for the small stocks. Now is going to be the time for small stocks. Now, obviously, don't wait until they're all bought up and the P ratio goes back up again. No, now is the time. I gave you a bunch of stocks in previous video, and again, my Patreon channel has a list of those stocks that you could take a look at. I mean, these are very well run companies. They have growth. EBITDA is going up. Cash flow is going up. They don't have too much debt. So things are going to looking up. Things are going to look up for the stock market. So don't panic too much. There's going to be panic for the next few days. But like everything else, I always said that you need to hedge your portfolio. Because in 2 or 3 months from now, I don't know, as the market goes up, maybe we do have a recession. Remember one thing, forget all the pundits. The rates market is basically forecasting a recession. I mean, the market, the rates market, based on its view on the federal fund rate. So are they correct? Are they incorrect? So far, we are seeing none of that. But is this going to be the case going forward? I don't know. I need to see. I need to understand. I need to see what's going to happen. But the problem is you cannot wait to see until it happens, because by that time it's too late. You need to make up your mind before it happens. You need to make up your mind while you still have some powder. And how do you get powder? Well, you wait in cash. You wait to make sure it develops, and then you trigger. So again, 2 things for you to do. You go short-term, long-term with hedges, at the same time, because the market is going to be volatile. What am I saying that? Well, look at this morning. We were up. So an option for the December option went up, made some money, but then they went back down again because the market realized that, this thing is a soft landing. They're not going to play around with the rates that high. So we're not going to see anything. It's going to be disappointing. So you're going to go up and you're going to go down. But you could make money both ways. You don't have to make money just one way. Then, of course, going forward, you want to look at what's happening. So, and remember, you want to buy when everybody else is selling, right? I mean, there's not a huge amount of activity right now. It's doing this. The market is doing this, right? So, figure out exactly what people are saying. But I don't mind you listening to others, but make sure you understand who the pundits are. Make sure you understand who you're talking to. Make sure if you're listening to someone, for example, that's on the network, you have to realize that they're going to talk up their games to make sure that you listen and excite everyone in terms of, so be careful. There's a recession coming, right? There's a recession coming. And at the same time, they'll tell you, no, there's no recession coming. So it's going to be very confusing. I mean, technically, people want to hear bad news rather than good news. Not they want to hear that, but they'll pay more attention. Then, of course, you have the economy and the Fed. And then you have the people providing advice. Now, those advisors that don't manage a portfolio, obviously, if they say everything is going to be great, then you're not going to make any money out of them. So be aware of what's happening. Understand what's going on in the market. Follow my advice. Take advantage of this volatility. You can make money. I'm not saying in millions of dollars, but I'm saying you can make money in the market if you're consistent. You can make money in this market if you understand what's happening. You can make money in this market if you follow the trend understand the trend, understand how the stock or the SPY, how they trade. Look at the 50-day moving average. Look at the 20-day moving average. It is possible to do it because I've done it consistently. But obviously, you need to educate yourself. At the end of the day, you need to educate yourself. And when education, I mean you need to understand there's a price risk around the stock, the way it moves, and there's a credit risk about the credit decision that we make. One linked to the other. Is it going to be cold this winter? Yes. So that's price risk. Well, we know it's going to get cold. But how much cold is it? What temperature is it going to be on October 1st? That's going to be more difficult to decide. But at this point, take it easy, relax, take a look at what's happening, take a look at my Patreon channel, subscribe and likes, and we're going to have a great journey together.